Meher Melody Music Center welcomes you. Namaskar. You see, sir, so far I have written so many books regarding music, and particularly to learn keyboard, I have written a course which consisting of 52 lessons along with the 13 video CDs. Because so many people have taken this course and they have gained a lot knowledge of music. So some of these students, they are appreciated my course, and at the same time they suggested me to kindly write a book in a brief condition. You see, keyboard theory is a very, very vast course, very big course. So it will take some years together. It is a very big subject. So on the request of the people, I have prepared one book that is called Learn Keyboard in 21 days. That means in 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 21 days. The entire course divided into 21 days. Now I want to tell something about this book. You see, if a man want to become a keyboard player, so for him, at least he must have some of the knowledge of the music. Unless you are not having the music basic knowledge, you cannot become a musician. So, the very fundamental and the essential topics I have taken, I have included in this book. And some of the topics which also, actually it is also important, but it's not so important. If you have skipped that one, it makes no difference. Without that also we can do it. So what I have done, so I have taken the most important topics of the music and I have written this book, Learn Keyboard in 21 days. The cost of this book is 400 rupees and the number of pages some 109 pages are there. So I want to tell you something about this book. You see, in some of the topics in music, you must learn. Unless you have the knowledge of the basic things, you cannot proceed further. So, I try to insert whatever the important topics I have added in this book. And the topics which is also important, but it's not so important, so I have avoided it. So in that way, I have written this book, and it is a day-by-day program. That means day 1, next day 2, like that, 21 days are there. In addition, a 21 days program, in addition, some of the other things also I have added, like your Hindustani ragas and Karnataka music ragas, like that so many. And one more thing I want to tell you, the entire keyboard structure is fully depends upon the Western music. Unless you know the Western principles, you cannot learn the keyboard in a proper way. If somebody wants to learn in his mother tongue, maybe. But what I have in my view, unless you go through the Western principles, you cannot reach your goal. Why? Because the keyboard itself is based on the Western music principles only. It is constructed on the basis of Western music only. That's why I am preferring, the first preference is your Western music. Afterwards, once you are familiar with the Western music, then you can learn so many things. Like your Hindustani Sangeet, like your Karnataka Sangeet, you can learn so many things. You see, in our country, there are 2 types of music are there. One is Hindustani Sangeet and one is Karnataka Sangeet. Karnataka Sangeet means in the south states of the India, like your Andhra Pradesh, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala, and Mysore, like that is Karnataka. These states are called the South countries. So here the music is, implementation is that word Karnataka music only. And the rest of the entire nation, all are using the Hindustani music only. Asha. Basically, music is same for each and everything. Everybody, every country, every man, every province. But the way of teaching, the way of pronouncing the notes are maybe different. Like you see, in Karnataka Sangeet, in the Western people, they are calling the music notes as do, lo, mi, fa, like that. Or something else they are calling like that. And whereas in Karnataka music, sa, ri, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. At the same time, the Hindustani people, sa, re, ga, ma, you see, the South people, they are pronouncing as sa, ri. But whereas the North people, they are pronouncing as sa, re. Sa, re, ga, ma, like that only. A little bit difference is there. There is no any lot of. But basically, the humming is same, which is called as nadamu. It is same for each and everybody. You see, music, no need of any language. It is not at all concerned with the language. We want only humming only. The music is entirely based on the humming only. When you are playing a song on the keyboard, are you able to listen something in any language? No. It is simply humming. So like that, you see, 80% of this book is fully based on Western principles. The rest of 20% is 10% Karnataka music and 10% Hindustani music. I have clarified each and everything. Once you are familiar with the Western music, you can easily understand the Karnataka music at the same time and Hindustani music also. A little bit difference is there from type to type. You see, in Hindustani, there are some parental ragas which are called thoughts. Only 10 only. Whereas in Karnataka music, 72 Melakartas are there, 72. At the same time, the Western people, they are having only 7 only. Western people are having 7 modes. They are calling it as modes. And in a South music, they are calling as Melakarta. And in North people, they are calling it thought. Thought. Both are the same thing. So like that, some difference is there, some little bit difference is there. But basically, the sounding and the humming is same for each and everybody. You may call in your own way. That is the entirely different thing. But thing is same. You see, this keyboard manufactured in Japan. But we are playing it with this keyboard. Hindustani songs we are playing. Telugu songs we are playing. So many languages songs we are playing here. But the keyboard is not at all concerned with the language. It requires only the humming. How the sound is varying from lower to higher, higher to lower. That is the keyboard is mainly concerned with that only. So like that, in view of what I have done, if somebody wants to learn the keyboard, in a short duration, not long duration, in a short duration, I have written this book. In a such a way, so you are, once you are familiar with this one, once you are perfect with this book, and definitely you will become a musician. You will become a keyboard player. But one more thing, before I want to tell something, that is, if somebody wants to learn the music, first of all, he wants the confidence, self-confidence, determination. Unless you have confidence, you cannot do anything. You cannot reach your goal. The people are telling, I am the old man, I don't have any higher qualification, I want to become a musician, but it's not possible for me. No, music is not at all concerned with the qualification. Only interest. If you are decided, I want to become a musician, definitely will become. So, like that, A person who wants to learn the music, he must have the self-confidence and determination. Definitely I will do it. At any cost, I will do it. It is my prime duty. You think in that way, definitely you will become a musician. This book is very useful, very, very useful. If anybody wants to learn the keyboard within a short duration, this is a more beneficial book. You need not to go here and there. But the only thing is, first of all, the first day, you take the first day. What are the content in the first day? You must learn that one. Until unless you are familiar with that first day's course, don't proceed to the next day. So that must be there. You must strictly follow that one, that thing. And one more thing, if anybody wants the book, so we can send it by regional post parcel. The cost of book is 400. In addition, the postage. Now, what you are telling, we are sending each and every parcel by regional post parcel only, not an ordinary post. For that, the packing and forwarding and the postal charges extra is 100, becomes 100 nearly. So that this book cost is 500. If anybody wants, so if they pay the 500 rupees, we will send to his address. And at the same time, one more book is also there. I am telling you, this book, very, very, very unique book, very, very important book. I will tell you how. You see, the title of this book is Western Music Keyboard More Shortcuts. Western Music Keyboard More Shortcuts. So how it will be beneficial, I am telling you. You see, in Western music, some modes are there, namely Ionian mode, Dorian mode, Phrygian mode, Lydian mode, Mixolydian mode, Aeolian mode. Like that there are, and accordion. The seventh mode is not necessary. Why? Because there is no any songs in Indian music based on the seventh mode. So mostly 6 modes are more beneficial. Like your Ionian mode, Dorian mode, and Phrygian mode, Lydian mode, Mixolydian mode, Aeolian mode. Like that there are modes are there. So to play a mode on a keyboard, they have made a system. They have made a system with the shortcuts. So on that basis, I have written this book. If somebody wants to play a song in Karahara Priya in Karnataka, and that the same thing in the Hindustani is called coffee. Whereas in Western people, that is called as Dorian mode. If somebody wants to play a song on a Dorian mode or a Karahara Priya or a coffee rag, so simply what you have to do is simply move. Suppose I want to play from here. You simply move 2 steps backward. And here the C. In music, the C is a natural scale. There is no any sharps or flats, or there is no any black involvement. All are white. So it represents C. That's why while playing the Dorian mode from the D, so you will find all are white keys only. Why? Because its reference is C, which has no sharps, no flats. All are white keys involved. That's why while playing the Dorian mode, also you will find all the white keys. On this basis, I have written the book. You see, if you want to play any one of the raga, any of the song, whatever you song you want to play on the keyboard, generally what happens, the music player, they are always very familiar with a particular scale. Everybody has got their own scale. And whatever they are executing in that scale only. But at the same time, if somebody wants to sing one of the song in another scale, then what we have to do? It is very difficult to find out which notes are involved in this scale. So to know that one, no need of any confusion. You simply apply this formula. Apply this formula. And when you are moving a backward, and what is the note is there, and what is the number of sharps or flats are there, and what is the notes are involved in the reference scale, the same thing also comes in the present playing scale also. So it is one kind of, you can say, it is a really rectangular. It is a ready-made one. You simply want to play that one. Just you observe. That's all. 1, 2, 3. That's all. And what keys are involved in the scale, you can do. But only one more thing I am telling you. To follow this book, it is not so easy. What I am telling. First of all, you must have the knowledge of major scale constructions, circle of 5th major scale, circle of 4th major scale, and which scale, which sharps and which flats are involved. You must know. You must be familiar with that one. You must have the by-hearted knowledge. But somebody ask me, so how many sharps are there in the E major scale? I immediately will tell you that the 4 sharps are there. If somebody asks me, how many sharps are there in B flat, flats are there in B flat, so I will immediately tell there are 2 flats are there in the B flat scale. While playing the B flat scale, there are 2 flats are there. So like that you must have that knowledge. So it's not possible everybody is having this knowledge. So what I have done, I have prepared a pendrive, a 8 GB pendrive. I have mentioned each and everything regarding this book. How to follow this book. I have mentioned it with a practical way. I will tell you, I will explain you the theory. Afterwards, I will put into the practical implementation. So then you come to know what to do. So with the help of that pendrive, you can easily follow this book. Why? Because to follow this one must have some basic knowledge of the music. That too Western music, not the Hindustani and Karnataka music. Western music. Unless you don't have you have the Western music principles, you cannot proceed further. So that's why what I have done, I have made a pendrive, 8 GB pen, some 1 hour to 1.5 hour duration. And that is included with this book. And with that pen drive and this book costs you 2,000 rupees. If somebody wants, I don't want any pen drive, I want only book, it is only for, this book is only 350. And this book is 400, 750. When you are ordering both the books, and you need not to pay any postage, and from our side we will pay the postage. Only simply you have sent the 750 rupees and send your address, and we will send you to your address both the books, only regional post parcel. So if also somebody, and I am telling you, by simply reading this book, it is very difficult to understand. Why? Because some background knowledge is required. Whereas, if you are having the assistance of some guidance with the help of the pen drive, it is clearly mentioned in the pen drive how to follow the things, how to play, how to identify, how to create the reference, and how many sharps are there, how many flats are there, each and everything it is clearly mentioned in pen drive. So, if one have that pen drive along with this book, you can easily follow. And I am telling you, this book, it is so unique, it is a so important book. If you want to play any song, suppose you want to play in a Kalyan rag, that means in a Western music, if Kalyana is called as a Lydian. If you want to play a Lydian-based song, you can easily, within no time, you just count that how many steps you have to go backward. And what is the note in that there, and what is the notes are, or how many sharps are there in that particular key. That is your reference. With respect to the reference, you can easily play the Kalyana or Lydian mode. Like that, with the help of this pen drive or this book, you can easily find, and it is a very ready-made, and it will not take any much more time. You want to play a song, just simply you see the song is based on which raga. So it will take some time to find and identify. First of all, you must have some musical sense in your brain. Until unless you don't have any musical sense in your brain, so you are not able to play a song also. So that is the basic item, that is the essential item. You must have the musical sense. So suppose a song is based on a particular raga, a particular this thing. And to play that one, you just follow this book. And immediately you come to know which keys are involved in that particular raga. Like that, if anybody wants to, both the books, without any pendrive, without any supported this thing, this is only 750 only. If somebody wants to, this book along with pendrive, this may be cost you 2000 rupees. Why? Because the pendrive is cost itself is 500 rupees. We are using the quality pendrive, not the ordinary one. And we will send them a registered post parcel. Whatever you like, you are ready to send. Whatever you wish. According to your wish, we will send. We want both the books, you simply send us 750 rupees. If you want this book along with the pendrive, you have to pay 2000 rupees. Okay? So like that. So this book is very, very, very important book. I have written this book in such a way, once you know the following method, you can easily play anything, any song. You need not to go here and there, you need not to search anything. You simply, it will tell you, will show you in front of you what to do, like that. So, one more thing I am telling you. If somebody don't have any musical sense, for that we have prepared a course that is consisting of a part 1 to part 15 course. It comes nearly some 19 to 20 GB data. And at the same time, we will send the course in a 32 GB pendrive along with 3 books. And the course is available in all 3 languages. Telugu language, Hindi language and English language. Whatever you like, we will send. At the same time, if while reading this book, if you are unable to understand anything, you can call me and I will tell you what is. I will clarify your doubts. That provision also there. You need any number of times you can call me, no problem. And I will explain you, I will tell you, or clarify your doubts. So that is the thing. So, if anybody wants only this book, this is only 350. If anybody wants only this book, this is 400. Both the books, you have to pay only 750 only. No need of any extra postal charges. Why? Because you are taking both the books, that way you are exempted 100 rupees. At the same time, if somebody wants to improve his musical sense, so for that a course is there. A keyboard learning course with musical sense, a course is also there. That may be cost around 6,000 rupees. That is consisting of a 32 GB pendrive along with the 3 books. Okay? So whatever you like, accordingly we will help you. So by ending this one, and once again I am telling you, if somebody wants to become a musician or a keyboard player, you must have the knowledge of the Western music. So that's why I have told you, this book is fully depends upon the Western music principle only. Only 20%, 10% Karnataka music and 10% Hindustani music. And in addition, I have added some of the other information also in this year. Some Hindustani ragas and some Karnataka ragas also I have added in this book. So finally, if you are interested, you just kindly call me and I will send. Namaste. Namaskar.